Hey everybody, it's Louis Porter Jr. I'm sorry I'm so late for putting this one up. I was out at lunch with a friend from work since I'm off today because it's Memorial Day weekend and it's hot and it's South Florida, and I decided I am not going to work today. I have next Tuesday off, so I'm making this like a whole vacation weekend for me. So I am just chilling like a villain, which I love. And of course I'm in my car again, as you can tell by the bar across my eyes. And it's been, a wonderful couple hours off of work, which I like a lot, and I've been enjoying myself. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm kind of upset, I can't lie. I'm kind of upset I'm at PaizoCon. I wish I could have done the PaizoCon, but the single parent is always difficult to get out when you want to. PaizoCon is one of those events I like going to, and I would have loved to have gone to, but it just happens that way. I think a lot of guys are out there. I know Michael McCarthy is out there. You can meet him in person. I'm sure he's going to be looking for some more freelance gigs because we're finishing up some work with him that will be done actually very soon. Oh, am I kidding? It's actually done. We're just getting the maps and the artwork ready, and it looks like Crisis will be, at least at a minimum, ready for final checkout and going online to put it up for the donors and on for sale. So yeah, this is going to come out much sooner than I planned. We're also going to be doing the conversion for 5e. Once it's all done, the conversion for 5e will be put together and sent out, and then we're going to do the collected version, which is very easy since we've done all the hard work already, just doing the layout. So we're going to get that part done, and then boom, everyone will be happy with their newest version of our book, which I'm very excited for because I think it's an awesome book. I think Michael's done a lot of great work on this. In addition, Michael has another book called The Balanced Fighter. I'm going to talk just a tiny bit about it right now. It's going to be coming out probably among the summer, if not like mid to late summer. He just turned the work in a couple weeks ago, actually like a week ago, really. So I expect to see that put together very, very soon and put on. We've got that going on. We also have Jeff Lee, who just finished his Dragon book with us. He pitched me another idea this morning. I don't even know if I can tell you about it yet, because I don't think he and the other writer have got everything set. But when it happens, I think you'll be very pleased to hear who he's teaming up with. I think it's going to be a great product. I think it's going to be something that'll be very, very cool. And I can't wait to see it come out. So I'm all excited about that. Turn. Woo! That was pretty fun. What other fun stuff? You got the Dragon book. What's the other book he has? He has another book for me. I can't think off the top of my head right now what it is. So yeah, so we have roughly about 5. Oh, we got the New Access book, Crisis, Balanced Fighter, Dragons, and there's something else that he did for me. I can't remember what it is. Something else. Are you back? Alright, boom. You know what happens. Got a weak connection. Just it's kind of cloudy, so I guess it happens sometimes. So we've got those 4 projects that I was talking about. I don't know if you saw them all, just in case. New Access, Crisis, Dragons, Balanced Fighter, and another one I can't think of. I still can't think of what this last one is. But we'll get it later, and I'll tell you later. No problem. So we're working on that. So with all that going on, we're still running on. I'm still going to be revamping the website. I've got my notepad, which I'm probably going to go to my local gaming store and sit down there and kick some good ideas out and do some things. And then probably tomorrow, I might be doing a kind of a special, weird version of Transparency Agenda. I'm actually traveling up Florida, so I'm going to go up to Florida, and probably I'll be stopping by several stores, myself and Lucas. So we're going to be traveling near Central Florida, and maybe coming from there, going down, checking out a couple stores, seeing what there's to see, maybe film stuff, talk to the owners, that kind of stuff, and just go from there. Okay, cool. And today, of course, we're going to talk about, since I got some emails about this today, I think I'll speak about artwork. I've had a couple artists write me lately, looking for work and stuff like that. So some people are getting work, some people's work wasn't up to the level I thought it should be. But I thought it was very cool. The artist that I got that sent some stuff to us, the artwork was, I say, workable artwork. Some was better than the others, of course. And the stuff that was better really just showed off a better understanding of how to put together a good portfolio. I don't know how many of you have your work put together in a very, and I say, game-friendly portfolio, but that's something you might want to think about. For example, I have like 3 different versions of my resume, and depending on who I'm approaching with what. I have one that's for art directors, one that's more like web guys, and one that's more just professional in general. So I push them out to specifically who I need to show off my work to depending. And I think artists forget to do that sometimes. Also, I think some artists don't know where their real strength lies. Like the person I got today, I thought was really, really good. He was good at monsters and really good at like objects, like items and equipment. But his face shots were not the best. His headshots, not the best. It needs some work. But you could see that there was definitely quality in his work. The ability was there. It would just probably take some time to develop and go from there. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, I like what I see. I think we can work together in the future. But right now, I think I gave him some small work, some monster work. While another artist came to me, still a little too rough, but the potential was there. So, I always like to see people who know what they want to do visually. They can kind of pull it off. It may not work every time, but if you can pull off 80% of the time, that's pretty good. I think artists need to focus on those kind of portfolios. They need to develop their best work and maybe approach people and stuff. But most people, let's be honest, every artist wants to do a cover. You want to do a big cover piece, your name, because it's more money, If I was, and I told the guy today, if I was you, this is what I would do. I would start doing small stock art pieces. And I would do them just to get my name out there so people recognize my style, see me. I tell people, you give away stuff for free, you build an easy fan base, there's none of that traction to prevent people from checking you out. Do that initially. Start there. And then from there, you're going to have people approach you because somebody's going to see your artwork and wonder, well, how much can this guy cost? Can I maybe afford him? And you toss the first guy, you give him a really great price. You tell him, hey man, I'll do one for you, a real great price. And then later, I'll give you a much better one. I got to wait till I stop Jacob to read your question because this would drive me crazy. So it always irks me that you cannot stop, drive, look, and do all that stuff. This is why the walking one's a little bit better. But when you're off, hey, walk, schmalk. I'm just driving my car, enjoying myself. Maybe I'm getting a Slurpee. It's so great. So I think, like I said, for artists, I always am a big fan of what they're doing, how they're doing it, and I want to see more artists do cool stuff. Hey, art's important. It's important not just for the... Okay. Art conveys mood for me, at least. If you want to tell a sad story, you're going to use sad art. If it's a happy story, it's happy art. You can do stories without art, and you can leave it to people's imagination. But art kind of just cuts that out. And if it's done real well, it can be an awesome thing. Jeez, I got to turn here. See, Jacob, I want to read your thing. All right. Let's see if I can get this since I'm stopping. Listen to this for a second. It's important to show the difference between different styles an artist can do. That's right. Especially when you have different styles. Yes, that is true. Some artists only show me their stuff in their one style. I want you to show me stuff in lots of different styles. Oh, can I make this light? Yeah, I'm going to run this light. I want to see your stuff in so many different styles that I know I can call on you for stuff. I have some artists that I work with them specifically because they do great character designs. They do great character designs and monsters, and that's what they do. That's all I'm going to focus on them. That being said, there's also guys that I know do great equipment. I call on them just for equipment. I don't want to do headshots and stuff like that. But there's some guys who do a mix of everything. If you know your strengths and you know what you can do to keep your strengths going and keep all that power, stick with that. Stick with that strength. Promote it. Get out there. You become the guy. Wayne Reynolds is great at covers because Wayne Reynolds focuses on doing covers. Wayne Reynolds' character designs are pretty good too. But I wouldn't hire Wayne Reynolds to do me like a piece of equipment. And, I think Wayne Reynolds does great action scenes. Portraits, I don't think are always... I've seen some of his headshots. They were okay. They didn't have the same kind of energy that his half-page or that his action pieces or his big covers do. So, it's kind of like that. I think it's just, what's up? You just got to pick what's strong for you. Alright, so now I'm turning into the local game store, going to the Adventure Game Store, Dragon's Lair here in Davie, Florida. But this car does not cut in front of me. Really? 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 Yeah, because God forbid you let me go. Florida drivers. That's the one thing I hate about Florida, definitely the drivers. We get all our drivers from New York. And they still think they're driving in New York. It's crazy. Ugh. Irks me to my core, but whatever. So yeah, like I said, I think artists need to specialize. I mean, I think I specialize in layout. I think I specialize in doing really awesome looking covers and logos. I think my layout is solid. You know, I think there's guys who better layout than me. I mean, that's no doubt. But that being said, I think my layouts are definitely professional level and definitely what people want to see. All right, I'll come in here so you can get out easy. So yeah, I'm going to the Adventure Game Store right now. I'm going to come on in. Somebody. Yeah, Jacob, I want to tell you, New York drivers are probably like in the top 3 of horrible drivers. I don't know why they're so horrible. But God, it's horrible. Wow, that was some horrible parking I did there too. They all can't be right. So we're gonna go in the game store, see what's going on, see what new packages come in, see if the UPS has come in. We'll talk to Brian, our resident retail guru. It's always nice when you can talk to someone about the stuff you're talking about, like being in stores like that, and actually talk to a real live retailer. That's the kind of cool part. So we'll see if he's there. I think he should be there. It's like, I want to be there, but I'm here. He should be there. Kind of that mindset. And they're playing Munchkin on Saturday. All right. Yeah. Oh, some Marvel Munchkin. I see Brian's way in the back. He's in the dark, deep recesses of his location. So it's going to be dark for a second. What's going on?
This like stereo. I got you going in here. I got you going up here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. So we're hiding out in Brian's abode.
Got it.
So I guess we're still talking about art today. Anything interesting you want to talk about art there, Brian?
Well, I don't know. I was still catching up. I was listening to you going on about Captain America, the Hydra agent.
Oh, let's not. We're not talking about Captain America.
Oh, okay. What are we talking
We're
about?
talking about artwork, an artist.
Okay.
No Captain America. I don't mind Cap being a Nazi. I'm okay with that.
Well, all right. I would be okay with Cap like faking out the Nazis by pretending to be a Nazi. I'd be okay with that.
I think Cap as a Nazi is an interesting spin. Let's see where it goes. It might go someplace interesting.
Well, Nazis get really trusting when you learn the secret handshake. You can kind of get in with them pretty quickly.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that.
I saw Indiana Jones pretend to be a Nazi. That worked out for him. So, yeah.
So, hey, if Indy can do it, why can't Cap? So, artwork. Since I know you've acquired some artists in your time.
No, a few. I've done a little bit of art direction, but mostly I've taken advice from some people that have been doing it for a very long time, and they would point me in the right direction and help me with my negotiations and that kind of stuff.
So, as a retailer, what do you want to see on a cover of a book to make sure it's going to sell?
Oh, well, the cover should draw attention to itself. Excuse me. The tough thing about cover art, especially for role-playing games, is it's going to be visible to the customer.
Okay. Silly. Boom. Do it this way. It'd be easier for us.
Okay. It's going to be visible to the customer for about a week or two while it's sitting on the new rack. And then after that, it's going to go into the shelf, and all you're going to be able to see of it is the spine. So the only point that someone is going to be looking at the cover at that point is if they take the time to pull it off the shelf to flip through it. So the cover's got to be striking enough to where it can catch a person's attention kind of right away and make them want to open the book if they haven't already opened it. But once the book has gone onto the shelf and all you're seeing is the spine, kind of the person that's pulling the book off of the shelf is already interested in it, and they're going to flip through it whether they look at the cover or not. But what the cover does for you is it gets the customer to put the book in their hands and leaf through it. So I guess what I would say, if you're going to have a really nice cover art that does that, don't shrink wrap your book and prevent the customer from being able to kind of leaf through it and look through it and see what's going on. And you don't want to have the cover be so fantastic and the interior art be like kind of not that great, because then the customer's going to feel like they've been tricked. Even if the cover art is amazing, if the interior art is not also very good, at least very good, they're going to think, oh, well, yeah, this guy's trying to deceive me into thinking this is a quality book from cover to cover, and it's really not.
See, that the first book I thought about when you said that was the old Arsenal book from D20. They had this cover that was done by a comic book guy. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Like, wow, this is amazing. You opened it up, the pencil scratches, I won't call them art, but there were scratches, were done by somebody's, cousin, third cousin removed. And I mean, I could have drawn them, and I can't draw a straight line. So it's just like, what the hell? I mean, was it bait and switch? It felt like it was, even though it may not have been.
So the really cool thing about great artwork on your cover is that it has that effect. But there are other ways to get that effect. You can have a very interesting cover that's going to, provoke the reaction in the customer looking and say, "Oh, wow, what's good? What's in there? That's that's a really wild looking cover." It might not even have art on it at all. It could just be some really interesting graphics that are on there. Just anything to raise up a curiosity of the potential shopper into wondering what might be inside.
Your top covers of all time. Your top covers. The ones that are off the top of your head. Bam! That's a great cover. That's a great cover.
The one I'm thinking of that I saw most recently that I was reading about is for a module, for a very small module for Mutant Year Zero. It's called Dead Blue Sea. I think it's called Dead Blue Sea or Deep Blue Sea or something like that. But the cover has a raft that's like cobbled together from like a tank, and it's a post-apocalypse. If people don't know Mutant Year Zero, it's a post-apocalypse mutant game, and so it's kind of Mad Maxy, and there's like a raft with a tank, and like your scabbies on top of the tank, and then underneath the raft is this gigantic mutant megalodon shark, and the artwork is cut from the point where you can see the raft floating on top, and you get the gigantic shark underneath it. And it's kind of evocative of the original Jaws poster, which goes right at that kind of instinctual, oh my god, giant thing going to eat me feeling. But the art is pulled off really well, and I thought that was a really great cover, and it made me interested in the product. And when I actually got the product in the shop, I was like, oh, I want to flip through it. The interior art is good. It's not as amazing as the art on the cover, but it really had me interested in the product line, even though it turned out that the module was actually really small. I saw the cover before I saw the book, and I want to say it's only like a 32-page adventure. But the cover was freaking great, and it had me interested not just in that adventure, but really kind of piqued my interest in the game overall.
For me, I always go back to Champions, the Big Blue Book.
Sure.
George Perez, the cover, huge comic book guy. It was a great comic book cover. It did what it was supposed to do. Got me like, ooh, what's in there? And, I think that's a skill in itself.
Oh, I want to give props to my friend Hal. He put together the cover for Feng Shui 2. And the cover for Feng Shui 2 is just amazing. It is, I guess he was inspired by a martial arts movie poster that had been made. It's got this like Tessin fan, and the different blades of the Tessin fan have got like different images from the interior art of the book that cover the different factions that are in Feng Shui. And it's just it's a really, really fantastic, amazing cover. And yeah, it's wow. That's a great cover.
That's good. Okay, cool. All right, let me close this out because it's late and I'm running late, so we're in the dark because we're going to talk about secret stuff here. It's amazing. It might be all Captain America. You never know. All right, everybody. I'll get this up as soon as possible, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm probably going to be shooting something for Memorial Day because I'm going to be crazy. I don't know. You never know. Talk to you later.